What's up, world? I am TJ, and this is Native Resolution Media, your place for opinionated tech news, reviews, and just plain old entertainment. Today, I'm going to go on a small rant a little bit about audiophiles. Let's rap a little bit. What is an audiophile? If you Google it, it'll say a person, or what is it, a hi-fi enthusiast. If you, also keep on that Google page, if you go down a little bit, it'll say the Webster, what is it, the Merriam-Webster definition. A person who is enthusiastic about hi-fi sound reproduction. Now, to me, that just means someone who likes to have the sound that they're hearing coming through their headphones or their stereo speaker system in the house or IEMs to sound as close to the real world sound as possible. Basically, like they're in that room. And in some instances, you may not want that. Like if you were at a concert, you know, the guy next to you or the girl next to you yelling in your ear, the speaker system's 100 feet away, it might not sound that good. You might not want that, but the hi-fi enthusiast might want that sound to be spot on as if they were the only ones there. And I get it. Now, to achieve that sound, the question is, do you have to spend lots of money or little money? That's where some people kind of differ, with some audiophiles saying that, yeah, you have to go out and get those Sennheisers or the Sonys or the Bose, and some on the other side like, no, I'm good with my Chi-Fi headphones, my Chinese high fidelity IEMs that I purchased last week. Who knows? Because audio is highly subjective. And when it comes to audiophiles, always take everything they say, even me, with a grain of salt, because you are not perched precariously. You're not perched inside of my head. You're not in there. You cannot hear what I am hearing. You don't know what I enjoy. I can tell you, yes, I like my music to have a little bit more bass. I like my mids to be more present. I like my highs to be subtle, heard, but not sibilant and overly fatiguing. Yeah, I just said all that, but do you understand what that means? Because, me by saying, oh, I like, a little bit more bass, how much more bass? Because with an audiophile or with audiophilia, you don't have to take a test. There's no certification or anything that, says, all right, well, you got to know, if I hit this button on the keyboard, that's a middle C, that's a C. This frequency that I'm going to play a frequency. It's going to be beep, whatever it is. It's 800 kilohertz at 40 decibels. You got to be able to write the range down on a piece of paper. No, that's not how it works. Audiophiles are just people who like sounds, like music, and they try to reproduce it in their head as best as they can to what they hear in the real world. And that's the key. It's what they hear and what they perceive in the real world. Someone who is 75 years old might hear and perceive something different than me, someone who is in his teens. Get what I'm saying? So you can't tell, you don't know. And so that's why you always take an audio person's review of something, audio based with a grain of salt. Yes, I'm not going to, get some headphones that sound horrible and put them on and just be like, oh yeah, these sound great. No, I can tell the difference. I can tell you when something is horribly muddy on the low end or horribly sibilant on the high end. But even that, there's going to be somebody that's just like, nah, that's not muddy to me. That bass is rumbling. So there's that. And then there's the money side of things. How much money do you have to spend to be that audiophile? Do you have to, spend thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars, tens of dollars? I guess it doesn't matter, because nowadays there is so many audio products on the market. The gap between what is high fidelity, meaning, what someone who might have been in this game for a long time says is high fidelity, that costs a lot, the gap, it's closing in because technology. So you can go buy a $40 pair of IEMs that sound just as good as a $200 pair of IEMs, and IEMs in-ear monitors, just earbuds for people who may not know. But a couple I could recommend right off the bat. Some CCA C10s or some the Blondes BL03s. They were very popular, and for that reason, everyone who got their hands on them, that listened to them, said those are good sounding IEMs. They sound just as good as some that cost 2, 3, 4 times as much. That's just the way it is. There is what you call, or what we call, or what you can look up. This is the law of diminishing the returns, which is, the more things go up in price, the satisfaction that you're going to get out of it is going to go down. Again, that is another subjective thing, because with audio, you can go out and buy some $20 IEMs from Amazon, or you could go out and buy that $60,000 set of headphones from Sennheiser, the HE1s, I believe they are. And the person who puts those HE1s on might, get more satisfaction out of them. Or inversely, the person that might have bought that $20 pair that have never heard a pair of IEMs in his life, put them in, he's just like, oh my God, he's blown out of the water. He might get more satisfaction than that person that's got $60,000 spent on him. So it's, again, another subjective type of situation. So, while we're talking about it, $60,000 for a pair of headphones is ridiculous. I'm just going to say it right off the bat. I saw them and I want to listen to them. Part of me is just like, I got to get my hands on the pair. I got to go somewhere to listen to them. I think there was a reviewer, he got to listen to him, Josh Velour. If I'm saying his name wrong, correct me. But, he even said, he's like, they sound good. But, and that's what I took from that video. $60,000. I would say, in actuality, you're probably paying $3,000 for the headphones and everything like that, but you're paying the other, $57,000 for the satisfaction of being able to listen to the most expensive headphones in the world. I don't know. It's crazy. So, I'm just gonna, just sum this up by saying, whenever you listen to some headphones or see some, there's the top name brands. Just know, like I said, Sennheiser. I'm pretty sure I'm saying Sennheiser wrong. But Sony, Bose, Yamaha, Klipsch, Philips. I even have my Philips over here. The Ships. I like these. I listen to them. I mix with these when I'm mixing some of my music over here. But those are some of the big name brands. There's more than that. And then you get on the other end to Soundcore, Taotronics, Impal, Tribit, Cohen, Earfun. I don't know why. That's got to be an Asian company, because they come up with some weird names. There's more than that. A Boltune. All these companies, they make good sounding products. And if you put some of these more inexpensive ones up against some of these more expensive ones, and if you bought the expensive ones, you probably be a little disappointed, because you're like, hey, I could have spent less. But with that being said, some of those more inexpensive ones, they're not going to have some of the app support, some of the warranties and things like that. But you can buy 3-4 pair versus one pair on the other end. And it's all about who you want to support and who you are as a person. I never, talk stuff or down somebody for having some more inexpensive headphones, because again, everything is subjective. Their pleasure, their fun is going to be subjective. The same thing with someone who has the money in their pocket, the money to blow, and they go get those more expensive Bose. It's again all subjective. But with that being said, I'm gonna get off of my little pedestal, my rant here, and go on with the rest of my day. Hope you guys do too. Stay safe out there. Peace out.